Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Today we've got another match of the Zelda Randomizer Standard Tournament 2023 Round 2 here. We've got another triple header tonight, starting off with Chromataclysm versus Tyvarius. Our 1-0 versus 0-1 matchup. I'm starting with me on comms. Mariah, how are you doing?
Well, Star, it's been nonstop racing, nonstop comms. I've been sleeping in the comms booth, and I'm not even sure what day of the week it is, so take that as you will.
You have done it to yourself, you know. Nobody's obligated to volunteer for everything as much as it's appreciated.
The Z2R racing must go on. And I'm excited for this match here.
Yeah, we've got ourselves two great runners here, Chroma versus Tyvarius. Chroma, of course, having won the 2021 Standard Tournament. We haven't seen him a little bit, very much due to some personal things, but it's nice to have him back. And of course, Ty's been around quite a bit as well at this point himself for a couple of years now, I want to say. Should be an interesting race between our two runners here.
Yeah, Chroma taking the win off of Nim in the previous week. Tyvarius taking the loss to Coper, yes, Coper in the previous week as well. So, yeah, interesting matchup here. I would say Chroma is a very, very good runner and probably has the edge here. But guess what? We're playing Randomizer, and Chroma might just miss something, and Ty might just blow by him. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Ty kept it really close with Coper, who's also a really, really strong runner. Was 5 minutes off Coper last week. So
yeah.
Should be an interesting matchup here. Let's see. Please do give both of our runners a follow as we're about to get going here. Chroma and Kai, as well as my co-comrade here, who himself is a racer in the tournament as we get going.
Chroma with the fighter, the Final Fantasy fighter sprite here.
Yeah, a bit of a palette swap, which is what threw me off for a second there. A little bit pinker than usual.
Yeah, it also messes up the one of the colors in the North Palace room as well.
Yeah, I noticed. Thunder and Mita right next to Stars. We're gonna have to get the medicine, so we'll see where that is from Chroma. Kai's gonna go see if the medicine isn't just right here, which it isn't. That's a 1-up he doesn't especially need.
Yeah, this dry canyon makes things going to be pretty easy to find and navigate through, so I think it's probably worth checking this out. You're probably going to up an A at some point, and you can just hit up Mito at that time as you pass by it again.
Yep. We do have Trophy Cave right next to Start as well. The nice thing, too, about this dried canyon is we do start right at one end of it, as I completely missed the hint for Chroma there.
It's in a palace. It's Mr. Rebanek.
Reba's got our medicine today. Well, we'll have to go dig that out later. It might be right here, actually. But yeah, we can't really do much in any of our palaces at the moment.
Yeah, we found the boots and Trophy Cave there. Not going to be too helpful on our Dry Canyon West, but maybe it will be in the future.
I know nothing for Ty, and that's a faster cave to nowhere particularly necessary for Chroma. Yeah, Dried Canyon, we do start on one end of it, the far western end of a east to west canyon, so it's nice and easy to know where you are relative to the map, basically. A jump in Rudo, kind of in the south, on the western end of things here.
Another item cave here for Chroma. We'll see if it's more than just a 1-up.
I think Ty update back to Start. He's a little farther south of further south than Chroma is at the moment. That's a cross switch. Yeah, you'll take it, I guess, but the only items these guys especially need.
Yeah, no, Ty's further. Yeah, he's further along. He hasn't up an A just yet. He's in Magic Container Cave now.
Okay, Sense of Direction Monkey again, yeah. Gonna beat this red dire out of it to make combat a little easier, because doing so with a low ceiling is not very fun. 150 experience is really nice. Yeah, I do see we have someone in chat who's never seen a randomizer before. Welcome in. Feel free to ask questions. As you can tell, this randomizer randomizes the overworld maps. We're not quite sure where they're going. They're not quite sure either. Saria is in life, has life, and is just east of Star, it looks like here. They do need to be So the goal of the randomizer is you need to find and beat all 6 palaces, get to Great Palace, beat Thunderbird, and then beat Darklink. Palace rooms and layouts are also randomized, as are what items we need to get around the map. We are logically required to have either the fairy spell or the Yeti key to continue to go into palaces, since keys in the drop pool or keys in just palace rooms are not in logic for key doors. And we might also it is probably like at least 90% chance we will need a glove in at least GP, if not at somewhere else.
Yeah.
We're gonna find a simple one up here in Trophy Cave.
Is the boots in Trophy Cave one up on the grass tile?
Never mind. Yeah, you're right. There we are. And Ties and Rauru. I totally missed A, where this is, and B, what the spell is here.
I don't know the spell either. I was just watching Chroma there for a moment.
It is fire. Okay, well, let's keep an eye out to see what this is. 66 is not castable, though, so, well, yeah, we got that bird.
Yeah, Chroma also picked up the life spell out of Saria. We'll see if that comes in handy or if it's going to be super expensive.
Yep. We're all looking at kind of in the middle of the map, and we've got P4 to the northeast of Rauru, as we're getting towards the eastern end of the map now, it looks like.
This could be a hammer maybe here, or a magical key.
There's GP is a bad game. Ty saw GP earlier southeast of Saria, and I missed that. So that's our final Western Palace.
I see a hammer blocked cave, but I don't know how we're getting off of this continent just yet.
That was my next thought, is we might need that, well, that raft, for instance, to, not specifically the raft, but we might need to find a raft tile or a bridge at the eastern coast at this point.
Yeah.
Because we haven't actually seen the eastern coast yet. We're getting there, but since they started all the way at the western end, it takes a little while walking to get to the eastern end.
Yeah, Ty's there now. He just needs to check the border of it all the way down.
No, it's not the northern end of the northern part of the coast. That looks like a funny placed hammer rock next to a bridge.
Yeah, we also have Eastern
That's
Magic
a funny
Key.
placed hammer rock next to a bridge.
Perfect.
And a cave to a dried canyon east. Okay.
Well, we did just get a hint that Magic Key is in the east, so this could be it. It is not.
It is our trophy for the jump spell, which we don't necessarily need. But the map randomizer free dried canyons for these guys today. We haven't even seen Death Mountain. We might never need to see Death Mountain.
Yeah, this is kind of a scary setup because you know that there's no stopping. We did see that one hammer blocked cave on the west, which I assume at this point is going to be Medicine Cave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's another one there.
Yeah, there's one by the bridge. Thankfully they have boots, and there's another one and there's one more towards the western end of the map. Magic Jar for Ty is nice. That is fire now castable.
Yeah, Ty, assuming that the Magic Key is just accessible over here in the east and not behind any funny blocks. He's gonna luck out not getting the hint for the medicine that Chroma went in for.
Yeah. I mean, it's a dried canyon, unless it's under the Nukasudo tile, there's not much else that could block it. I say, totally missed if that's 2 or 5 here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was 5. I don't think I saw a jar when I looked when he was walking away. Unless he grabbed it.
I didn't catch it. As you see Naburu here next to the River Devil, which is as useless as he ever is in a dried canyon biome. Say completely useless.
I'm sorry, what was in Nibiru?
I don't think he read the sign. He's just gonna guess one. Chroma is almost at the eastern end of the west now, just saw P4. I'm gonna find nothing on this northern part of the map. Pick up the raft that was here, and then, which so far isn't actually necessary, so get shield for Ty.
Yeah, he probably just went into, you know, that we've got Shield, Thunder, and Reflect as the last 3 spells here, so you're going to probably want all of those. Just go in and get it. and mess with the commentary, not talking to the sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A couple of caves here just north of Route Naburu. That one's just useless. And actually, we're at the eastern end of the map. I did not realize I was all the way at the eastern end already. Because I know they came in on the western coast, but I guess you managed to go all the way to the eastern coast very quickly, which is, you can do that in a Dried Canyon, so...
We come in kind of about the middle, it looks like, as you're about to see pop out of a cave here.
Oh, wait, no, I was thinking we came out in the western end because of the bridge, but no, the bridge takes us to Maze Island. It's the cave from Maze Island to the east. That's why I got lost. Brain.
Yeah, plus dry canyons are very fast anyway.
Yep.
We'll see if Chroma goes west.
Ties in one of our 2 item caves. That's Reflect and Nukasudo, which was slightly west of the west connector.
It was straight south.
Oh, south. Okay, thank you.
So it's 5 containers to get into the basement, I believe. No spell yet. And is this going to be our magic key then in Risen?
Could be the ending key. We did just see the trophy a minute ago. Nope, it's a child, which...
It's either Child Thunder or Child Spell, I think.
Yeah, it might be required. Yeah, it's 50-50 if it's spell, or fairy. Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't seen Daronia yet, I don't believe. And probably a little west of Chroma's location, seeing his ties. Well, maybe that could be right there.
It might just be here. He has also located the Valley of Death here. As you see, Fairy is in Daronia. Good thing he just picked up that child.
Oh yeah, Thunder. Thunder was in Mido, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder was in Mido right next to start.
I was so focused that it was Fairy for some reason.
I don't know either. There's a raft on the western end of the east, not that they necessarily need it. And there's P1 here on the western end of the east.
Alright, so Old Kasuto is going to be our spell then.
Correct.
Chroma taking a dip at a P1 here, got a key in his pocket.
Fairy acquired for Ty. Didn't catch what cost that is, or in fact, if he's checked Fire and what that's linked to. We'll take a quick look at the raft, which, yep, great. That might be nice for finding the Maze Island items, actually. Having 2 reasonably accessible connectors from different ends of the map, and, no, as I say, that is indeed a pretty quick path to one of the items.
Yeah, if this is our magic key, okay, it's not magic key yet?
I mean, that couldn't be. This is Maze Island, not the east.
Right, I was going to say magic key access is what I was going to say, like a magic container or something.
That's possible, true, yeah. I don't... Okay, Ty's gonna get his magic back. Seems like Fairy is not castable, otherwise he'd get an upstab. And there was a 3-red rock here at the western end of the east. We have located one of our 2 not a Valley of Death palaces. Could be the 3rd there. Could be a item, which is not the ending key, because there's that for Chroma.
Okay, hammer required to get that on the desert tile. Forest-blocked desert tile.
Actually, never mind. We've seen all 4 overworld items on the east. We've seen a trophy, the ending key, a magic jar, and the child. So we have seen all. So 3-red rock would have, and we've seen all 4 towns. So 3-red rock would have to lock a palace for the flute to be required. Tried asking how to tell the palaces apart. You need to look at the tops of the pillars and the entryways. As part of it, you get a heart container here for Ty behind 5 magic jars. Part of the pillars, palaces 1 and 4 of the same type, as do 3 and 6 and 2 and 5. Palace 4 has a Fiery Moa in it, Palace 1 is nothing. Palace 2, you hit the statue for a jar. Palace 5 doesn't have anything in the statue. And then for Palaces 3 and 6, you need to either find a window or find the boss to be sure which it is, as Ty gets Reflect here. And it is first to beat the game, aka Darkon here, to do so. Chroma finding out the child's in the west, you'll find it soon enough. It's Dry Canyon, nothing's too hard to find generally with these.
I think he came in here thinking he had the child because he made a kind of a motion to the door after talking to the woman and then was kind of taken back that he actually needed the hint from the woman that he didn't have the child.
Yeah, it might have just been a oops from his end. Now, Ty, basically our runner switching places. Ty heading west as Chroma heads east. Here's P1 for Ty.
Chroma is about to get his child here in Risen.
Yep. And is probably going to turn around and go get that fairy spell he was trying to get a minute ago. And at this point, I'm thinking our glove might just be hiding in a... If our glove's not the other item on Maze Island, might be about time to start looking into palaces for it, I think.
I mean, if they really want to go to Death Mountain, they can.
I haven't even seen Death Mountain yet.
My guess is it's one of our boulder blocked caves.
It has to... Yeah, it has to be a connector cave, and it might be boulder blocked, because we haven't found it.
Chroma probably going to head back to Darunia shortly, but maybe not. Glove block in whatever palace, or Palace 1 here. This is a glove block for Ty.
Yeah, gonna get the level and probably go somewhere else. Chroma's not even gonna bother with Shield out of Naburu here.
Turns his nose up at Shield. We're gonna have to talk about that later.
It looks like P1 might be glove blocked because Chroma also bailed out of here, though he didn't have Fairy at the time.
Chroma hit a door, and it was gonna be his only key, and he didn't want to waste it.
Yeah. But Ty seems to think it's glove blocked, because I think he would have beat it otherwise while he was there. I did not take the raft tile, I don't think, which is interesting. Gonna miss out on his hammer for what that's worth, I don't know right now. We saw the raft, Nochi. It leads to a different part of Maze Island. The bridge from the west takes you to the northwest corner of Maze Island. The raft from the east takes you to the southeast corner. Turns out Chroma did take a quick look in Maze Island from the raft tile in the southeast to see if there was any quick items there, and he did find the hammer within like 10 tiles or something of the raft, so that was nice for him. We don't know if it's required. Big thing, really just a big thing you're missing right now is a glove. Beyond that, maybe a flute if a palace is under Three-Eyed Rock. I don't think we've located our third eastern palace, but my notes are a little wacky today, so I'm not quite sure.
No, I do not believe we have. There's just one Death Valley and then Three-Eyed Rock.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere left for the other palace to be besides Three-Eyed Rock, since we've seen pretty much most places here on this dried canyon. No, never mind. Right. Oh, never mind. That was P5 is confirmed here, is on the east. Never mind that. So we're fine on Three-Eyed Rock.
Oh, yeah, very true.
I remember seeing it, but we weren't sure which it was, and then I just forgot to write it down entirely. Whoops. I was going to check the Valley of Death Palace here, which is going to be one of 2, 3, or 6. I hope for his sake either the glove's not in... Either it's not glove blocked or the glove's in there, because if this is a glove blocked palace, that's going to be a bit of a troll for Ty to have to come back through.
We got a fire check on Chroma's side. I'm not 100% sure what that was, though. Nothing of note. Wasn't thunder. It could have been spell or life. Or reflect, I guess.
I don't know either. Fairy looks to cost a little over 3 bars of magic here.
It's 52 on Ty's side.
Okay, thank you. Didn't catch the exact number, just saw it was about 3. He's gonna do an encounter skip. Shield costs 13, which is nice. And Chroma's gonna go back into 1 and find out he is, we think, probably glove locked out of here.
There's some scary moas and oh, where did that cross come from that Chroma's got? That's gonna help him in these Death Valley encounters.
He found it on the west somewhere. Apparently,
yeah.
Ty skipped that cave, I guess. And that is a very, very bright P3 or 6 here. The other one's on the west, which means that P2 is in the Maze Island. In case anyone in chat's wondering, who hasn't seen a random before, palettes are also randomized in these flags, so we can confirm that is P3 by these windows. And sometimes a randomizer produces very bright colors. P1's fairly neutral, P3's quite colorful. This is going to be the medicine for Ty if he's not glove locked out, which will be nice. Because that is our what's locking Thunder today.
Yeah, again, skip that hint and just kind of lucked into it there being in P3.
Yeah. Assuming he sticks around for the item, which I think he will since he's looking for the glove, but if he gets glove blocked out of here, it might be a minute before he gets back.
Okay, Chroma gonna go to Maze Island. He is. He's gonna look for that second item, maybe, and I mean, it could be the glove, as previously mentioned, and then he might try to do this P2 that he doesn't know is here yet, but we'll learn shortly.
Yep, well, there's a second item, which is a heart container. Okay,
Ooh.
well, not required. Chroma might still check out P2 here. Seems like with the boots, this Maze Island's fairly free to traverse. Nothing too terrible. P2 mercifully a much tamer color than this very pink. 3. Well, tamer on Chroma's end at least. Chroma does play on console and play on emulator, so Chroma's colors are more muted. This will probably look it won't be quite as obnoxiously bright and pretty for Chroma later. The Ty's probably gonna fine-tune to be a little more colorful than that. Reasonably available reboot here for Ty. I don't think that was too bad to get to.
I'd say Chroma with the magic key is probably slightly in a better position. 3, not a very big palace, so not a lot of doors to have to ferry through, but the ferry is going to stay expensive. That magic key is going to be much more useful, possibly, in the long run here.
Yeah, Ty just hasn't found the any key, or the cross you mentioned earlier. I think it's just due to variances in routing, I guess. Could be a little bit just on this. When you've got everything open, some just inadvertently miss something. So I don't actually remember where the end key was on the east.
It's under the forest tile, which was a desert tile.
And oh no, Ty's leaving without the item in 3. I don't know if it's he was blocked out of there, or if he just decides he wants to go elsewhere. But he needs to not do that.
He did get the medicine in 3 there. It was a pass.
Oh, wait, never mind. He did. Never mind. I'm a scatterbrain then. Ignore me, and he's fine. Whoops. Chroma. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I hope that we dig the item out of 2 here if we can access it, because I'm getting curious as this glove, where this glove is at, seeing as these two dry canyons have been very quick to route, and between the 2 runners we've got an eye on everything other than Medicine Cave and Death Mountain, and then whatever's in some of these palaces.
Pretty much. And they are doing their palaces in a different order, so it could be the difference maker between our runners, who finds the glove first and in which palace. Otherwise, they're fairly close. Chroma does have the Eniki and Hammer, most importantly, up on Ty at the moment. Eniki especially saves on Fairy. That hurts for Ty. Hammer is of questionable use at the moment.
Yeah, he was being a bit acrobatic there. That's why that was quite the moment. He was making the jumps, making the dodges. He had there's an invisible mode to bop him into the lava. But yeah, that first death he took was pretty. Again, he was almost through the lava and kind of. He makes it out anyway, so no big deal.
Yeah. Going to go somewhere. I'm not sure if he knows where he's going either. Heading back west, okay. Spell Tower.
I mean, I guess this could be glove as well. My bad. I said between the 2 runners, we don't have actually all the overworld locations yet until we figure out what's in Spell Tower. Yeah,
we're missing Spell Tower, Death Mountain, and I I'm missing 2 overworld items on the west per my notes, but I probably forgot to write something down.
I think we're just missing Medicine Cave on because Pillar P-Bag Cave is the cross, and Ty's missing that on his tracker.
I have written down 1-up boots, cross, and raft. Those are overworld items on the west.
There's a one up on Grass Tile.
I wrote that down. Oh, heart container per Ty's tracker is the thing I forgot. Whoops.
I completely missed what was in the Spell Tower because I was looking at his tracker.
Heart container. That was a magic jar. Sorry.
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah.
All right, Ty is back to the west.
Not the glove and 2.
What was that for Chroma? I just completely missed it.
It was a heart.
Oh, not that then. Yeah. And this whole Battle Block Cave goes to nowhere particularly we want to go. We need to take the cave tube.
So I don't know how to get to Death Mountain. It's one of these caves somewhere that both of our runners have seemingly missed. Perhaps they dipped into it for 2 seconds and dipped out, and we just missed it on our side. But we're missing a connection cave to Death Mountain at this point.
We are. Chroma's in 4 without... I guess Spell has... No, he should have Reflect. It's not on the tracker, but he should have it. I don't think he'd be going in here otherwise.
Yeah, probably not.
Or, well, I'd have serious questions if he didn't. Chroma... yeah, he should have Trophy, I think. Here's Thunder for Ty.
I guess we're going to try to clear. He's still got, like I said, he's still got Pillar P-Bag Cave missing. Not going to be his glove, but we'll see if he jumps into this 6 right here. No.
Not yet. He knows it's 6. He decides maybe he wants to wait until glove first, which I think is not an unreasonable play. 6 is pretty close to start. Decent. It tends to be on the longer palaces. Doesn't want to risk it being glove blocked. And it's quick to get back to.
Glove block here for Chroma, though.
That is indeed.
I guess he was out of options. I thought he had another path or something, but I guess not.
Yeah, Chroma's bailing. Ty coming into Maison from the bridge, which is going to cost him a little time in finding the items, because he's going in the complete wrong direction from them. One's to the northeast of the palace, the other's near the bridge. I guess we're missing item cave on the west for Chroma.
Yeah,
Ty's gonna lose a little time to Chroma here, unfortunately, just going the wrong way in Maze Island.
Yeah, all eyes on Chroma. Is this going to be our glove?
Yes, it is. So Ty's gonna need to find that hammer here in Maze Island, which he will in a few minutes. It's unfortunately the item closest to the bridge, the raft tile he didn't take.
Yeah, Chroma's in no mode now, so he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go in no mode until he gets his Thunder Spell. Then he'll be in go mode. But probably a pretty fast one here, seeing as we got 2 dry canyons and everything's uncovered at this point, and it's just get the jump spell from here for Chroma, go back to 6, I guess, maybe 4, and keep cruising.
Yeah, just place gems and get going mode for him. Ty, unfortunately, not checking all the tiles by the river, because that would get him his heart container, which is near the river, and just luck of routing, unfortunately, kind of bad luck for Ty that he's coming from the bridge because his hammer's right there. Next to the ref tile. So Chroma having a bit of a lead here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure Ty's getting that any key, which will be another thing for him, but yeah, Chroma, our first runner to the glove here, is in 6, which is also rather colorful even on Chroma's end.
Oh, was that a 1 bar life refill right there? I'm not sure. I don't know if he cast it. Oh, he did. Oh no, it's like 2 bars. It looks like he's
Wasn't
taking
paying
damage at the
attention.
same time it's refilling, so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
He got greedy. He's
Oops.
chuckling about it in his camera. 300-point blue iron knuckles in this palace pool, so pretty nice. Tie into P2, still no magic key, relying on that slightly less expensive fairy. Currently looks like it's still about 48 though. If it's a touch more than 48, he only gets 1 cast of it. Still at 6 containers.
Yeah, I will have to take a list checks. Keep an eye out for the next time he opens his menu. Well, there ends his stand, I guess. Just under 3 bars. Because he just cast it twice at the same life and has a couple points left on that meter, it looks like. 46 according to chat. That works, thanks. Each out for Chroma that he picked up on autopilot, though that he actually needs it.
We didn't get a read on how expensive Thunder was, so I have to keep an eye on that. We only have 5 containers on Chroma's side.
I haven't been keeping an eye out, but Magic 4 is also pretty low right now. Need a health refill for Ty.
Yeah, I don't remember where this helmet head was, so good luck to Ty.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I don't think Chroma spent forever in here, but but it's obviously not in the first few rooms, which...
Yeah. And he's likely gonna pull out the item as well, since Glove is on the table still.
Yeah, Chroma bailed without the item, I'm not sure why.
That was a heart.
Never mind. Yeah, that. Brain's in too many places at the moment.
Ty is in trouble. We're gonna have to review. Oh, there it is. He knows. He remembers. Dead end.
Okay, good.
Still can't find a dragon or an item here in this 6. Might be at the bottom of this elevator.
Yeah, and there's Helmet Head for Ty. Well, that's a junction, so heading right first. And a dead end, so never mind that.
Wow.
E6 is one of the longest palaces on average, and this seems to have rolled on the longer side.
All right, my money is on a dragon at the top of this elevator here.
Decent chance of it. Chat says Magic 5 is 60 Thunder. That's not bad. Castable is the big thing, really.
Yeah, that's fine.
Roma turning around?
Maybe he has seen that room already from the other side?
I guess he had to, because I don't know why he would turn around otherwise. Nope, never mind. I'm not sure either. Okay.
Yeah, Ty's gonna be digging out this item here. Here it is.
Okay, not too bad for him then.
We're still dragonless over here.
Very much so. Barba not willing to show up just yet, as Ty is now out of 2.
Ty has that hammer, and he knows there's boulder blocks over here, and he's missing another cave anyway, so he'll probably just clear out the west.
I don't know why he's taking this past the cave, though. Ty? Clearing out the boulder block caves will get him his hammer. I'm just not sure why he's doing this past cave on the Dried Canyon West. But it wasn't a long track, I guess. Brain. And we've got a Barba finally for Chroma. Transfer Cave did dump Ty right next to the other Boulder Block Cave, and that'll be his goal in a minute here.
Yeah, so then Ty will be off to the races, and still no magic key. Probably not going to go look for that, although it's possible he just hits that forest tile while over by like the transition from 5 to 1 or something like that. I don't know. If he does, he'll be rewarded. If he doesn't, it's probably not the end of the world.
Yeah. Fairy is... And 2 casts on and life isn't too bad for Fairy generally.
I mean, the thing, Chroma still needs to go get the medicine out of 3, but GP is on the west already, right next to Mito, so not really too much out of the way in terms of routing.
No, not particularly. Chroma will need to do that at some point anyway, and there's 6 for Ty.
That 6 was also pretty long, and I just don't think there's a shortcut to the dragon, so Ty's going to have to do the exact same thing that Chroma did here a moment ago. There's probably a slightly better routing he could take, but there still looked like a ton of rooms to get to that dragon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before he gets back out of here. Yeah, Chet talking about power leveling strats. Do you want to explain that? Because we're seeing some of that from Chroma and less so from Ty.
It is simply just where you pass up other levels to focus on any other particular level, and then you get a high level, and you get a bunch of experience paid out when you get a gem placed, and you just distribute that additional experience to the rest of your levels at that point.
Yep. Usually favoring high attack, which Chroma's doing a modified version of it at 553 right now. Ty's doing the more typical take levels as he come, which is 455. That's also the safest strat for Ty. Because prioritizing attack while you can kill enemies faster, they also kill you faster is the issue with low life levels.
Chroma, I believe, for the second time, has made the mistake thinking he had the spell item for the town. First time Darunia Child, second time here, Mito Medicine. He has given us a little bit of feedback in the camera there that he made a huge mistake thinking he had the medicine here to turn it in, and now he's back out again. This is gonna be a triple dip into Mito for Chroma. This is exactly what Ty needs here.
Yeah, it's not a super long walk through the couple of screens to get to the spell house, but it is a little bit of time loss, and you don't want to lose time. Especially when it's 2 dried canyons and the seed otherwise seems to be pretty free, all things considered.
Oh, here's 6's item. Okay.
Okay, well, sure, I guess. And that's a magic jar, which ain't bad for Ty.
Yeah, the other thing about Chroma's low life levels is that he's got the life spell and he's got 8 containers, so he's probably more just focused on the other levels right now. He did skip shield, so we'll see. He'll eventually get some life levels, but it's probably it's probably not that big of a deal now that he doesn't have such high life levels with such a high amount of heart containers.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too big a deal for him.
Because you could even make the case that having Magic 5 at this point above Life 3 is a little weird, seeing as the Magic Key came to Chroma before he had the Fairy spell, so there really wasn't any reason to power level Magic at any point or raise it that high, but it could have just been the way that the levels came. He just grabbed Magic and skipped Life for whatever reason. Or maybe he was trying to bring the Life spell down a little bit. That's entirely possible, too.
Yeah, that's possible. A lot of left. Chroma taking a lot of lefts here in P4 as Ty is doing P6, which we know to be quite the dig. Don't you need to start on the magic level to get one of the spell unlocks? The spell costs are randomized in these flags. Within a certain, I forgot the exact percentage plus or minus from their vanilla level, so they will never drop below from between levels. If the randomizer rolled lower, then it'll just keep the cost the same between 2 levels. But yes, generally you do need a certain cost. You do need... Thunder does tend to be the most expensive spell, and you do need that to beat Thunderbird in these flags. It's fine today. It was 60 at Magic 5, and that is fine enough even on 4 magic jars. They've got, I think, 5 for Chroma and 7 for Ty, so they're fine. Because each magic jar gives you 16 points of magic. So minimum 64 for 4 per jars, which is what you start with. 5 is 80, 6 is 96, 7 is 112, and 8 is 128. Chroma back in P1.
Not sure if this is the way to the dragon. On Ty's side, don't remember exactly if we were through this room. I want to say no. Although this is going to be an elevator up that might lead him to a junction that will take him along the right path.
I don't remember. Yeah, it is. Evidently, you do need a certain amount of jars. There are magic jar requirements to get the spells in the eastern towns, but those requirements are usually removed from the flags you play with. There is a flag in the Randomizer called the Seal of Magic Jar spell requirement, something like that, and that's activated pretty much always in racing flags.
Ty is on the correct path now. He's got several more rooms to go, though.
Yeah, needs to take this left, I think it was. Yeah, we're talking about it.
Yeah, it's a dead end to the right, and he'll have to go left here, but he's going to check right first.
Makes sense. Bosses can never be to the left, they can never be to the right, or up an elevator, or down an elevator.
Horsehead, still trying to find him. Might be right here, though.
I don't remember for Chroma, and it is.
Well, this is our first time through here, so.
Oh, yeah, duh. Never mind, I was thinking we saw this earlier, but no, we haven't yet. Back 5 making quick work of Horsehead, and that's going to be Chroma's 4th gem 40 minutes in. This is going to be one of our faster seeds this tournament, though you still got P3 and P5 and a walk to the Valley of Death. Don't know if this will be a sub-arrow seed unless GP and P5 are both quite fast, but this will be a fairly quick one.
Yeah.
And there's Bravo for Ty.
Okay, so I thought. Oh, he doesn't have fairy.
No.
My bad. He didn't. He got the child, but he didn't turn around and turn it in. I guess he wanted to. Guess he wanted to help teach the child before turning it back into. Or maybe I missed it there. Maybe he does have fairy. Okay. You know what? I actually don't know. He's going in for upstab. We'll see if he goes in to turn the child. I thought he did that already, but I could be wrong. I know he came in here thinking he had the child, stepped out without it. He got the hint, but then next cave was risen for him, and then he then he got the child, and I guess he didn't turn around and turn it in at that point.
Seems like it,
here we go. Ty being careful in the last few hits, trying not to fall into the lava. Oh, 20 or 37 short of a level. He's got to turn around and go get it. Oh no!
Oh, that hurts.
It's just Moas and bubbles in here. Perfect. Perfect. The randomizer dropping the bag in the wall, right on script.
Just 5 for Chroma.
Yeah. Our first.
That's gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say our first glimpse of the palace. We haven't been in here yet. Have I on either runner?
Nope, neither runner has been into this P5 yet.
So from 6, we've got, we have to do 4 on Ty's side. That's our other Western Palace. And then he's done 2. So then he's going to head back east and do 1, 5, and he's already done 3. So he's actually got that up on Chroma. So this is still going to be pretty tight. I imagine, I imagine we're both going to be in GP at the same time. So it's entirely possible that if GP is a labyrinth tonight, that the second runner into GP may not be the one that is just kind of going to lose it here. Ty did not go into 4 earlier like Chroma did without the glove, so he hasn't seen the glove block. So he's going to save a little bit of time in here over Chroma. That's assuming that he does go, in air quotes, the correct way, which I didn't see which way that was, but apparently it is through a glove block.
Yeah, P5, blink and you miss it, because that is it done for Chroma.
Yeah, no kidding.
P4.
Yeah, I don't think... Okay, well, I think Chroma actually went left here in the room that Ty is in. I think that might have taken him to Karok a little bit quicker. Here's the first glove block that... or I guess the last glove block that Chroma saw when he was in here the first time. But I think it is actually left from that previous room. Or it could loop around here. Yeah, this might be bad for Ty. I don't remember these rooms on Chroma's side. I'm pretty sure it was a left at the previous elevator junction. And that then led to another elevator junction that was up. And Karok was right there. But again, this could loop around. This isn't up here. I don't remember exactly what room he came off of. Oh. Yep, do not use me as a phone a friend for the Palace 4 route. So
Don't use me either.
That is the item room if he wants the item. Probably not though at this stage.
No. Medicine there for Chroma.
Yep. This might just be a jump candidate room here. I'd probably just cast jump to get up on that platform and go. Gets pretty busy in this room with these generators if they are a certain type of generator. Okay, so pretty sure Chroma came through this room right to left, and so I think Ty might have been able to go left down there. Not sure. Okay, I'm completely lost. I'm going to stop talking about the P4 route. So we'll just watch.
Yeah. There is not a river double in front of Great Palace today. For a couple reasons. One, GP's on the west. There's no river double on the west. 2, both the west and the east are dried canyons. That's an ash of a game over Ty. And the river devil is pretty much guaranteed useless in a dried canyon biome because you will be able to walk around him 99.9% of the time or something. It might be like I'm not even sure it's possible in dried canyon to have river devil block. Unless the map gets extra stupid with, boulder placements or something maybe, but that would be really rare, unusual. So it's it's not going to happen this seat.
Yeah, and if it does happen, it's just in general that the River Devil would happen to be blocking a portion of the map. It's not like the River Devil is attracted to GP or anything like that. It's just simply that the River Devil will be put in place of a path, and if that path just happens to be blocking that portion of the map that GP or any other palace exists on, then that's what makes the River Devil, that's what makes the flute required at that point. But it's a pretty rare ordeal. Yeah, Ty's back in this room, and I'm pretty sure it's a left because he saw a whole bunch of stuff that now I'm convinced Chroma did not see because Chroma was out of this P4 pretty close to when he entered.
Yeah, I remember Chroma also just took a bunch of lefts, and Ty is not doing that. Chroma has taken down Reba, though.
Yeah, I thought this P4 would be a lot faster for Ty, but it's not ending up that way, and so Chroma's going to have a good lead into GP here. Still got to go back and pick up Thunder, but that's not going to take that long.
Being there isn't a flag that makes Turbo Devil work hard, zeroing. And yeah, TH is correct in chat. I think palaces need to have terrain around them, not including roads. Yeah. You cannot have a single palace just sitting surrounded by mountains in a single lone tile. Going back to the west, he's gonna get Mito, drop by Mito for the Thunder Spell, and then head to GP.
This P4 is going to be the death of Ty. He is going to full clear this entire thing. We've gotten a lot of head shaking.
Yeah.
We did get that game over earlier as well in here, so this is a large amount of time spent in P4, and this is exactly what he didn't need. And a dead end here for him. So it is left at that first junction, yeah. And it doesn't look like it wraps around, so whatever elevator... I'm pretty sure it was an upside-down T-junction for Chroma that Karak was on, and I thought there might have been something more to the left of there, but it seems like it's probably not going to be looping around there. Because I think Ty has shown us every other direction.
Yep.
Well, can we get in sub 50 here? Not if we take the scenic route, Chroma. Oh! Nope!
Not quite. There we are. 50-10, according to the restream timer there.
A nice, kind of looks like, well, you know what, my color on my monitor is a little off, so let's not, I'm not the one to ask about with the color, but it's like, kind of like a, I guess it's more red than orange here.
Looks pretty orange on my screen.
I was going to say pumpkin, but I thought I was going to be shamed for saying that, so I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to say pumpkin.
I'd agree with you on that, yeah.
Jack-o'-lantern orange.
The only requirement is to have road double on the road or pass through mountains, pretty much, yeah, according as TH says.
We've seen them on bridges, so something like a bridge. You could be on a bridge as well in the vanilla-like east, but then you would have to not have the boots.
Islands or canyon as well, yeah. Yeah, sometimes orbital just doesn't exist at all for varying reasons. Doesn't have rando, so it's a little funny with it.
Chroma trying that path up there, and it's a dead end.
And this way instead. Let's go head back to the east. And he is going to find that any key. Bit late. He's surprised. But he'll pick it up.
Yeah, who knew there was a desert under the forest?
Yeah, indeed.
I thought Chroma skipped this elevator. He was checking right first. Alright, we got a right, left here. Or right, left, right if you prefer the correct order.
E5 now for Ty. We'll see how long this takes him. I remember it being pretty quick for Chroma.
Yeah,
we know
it was...
Q1 was a bit of a dig.
Yeah, oh,
Vervite's giving Chroma the business here, jeez.
Alright,
that's a dead end too.
Two lefts for Chroma, and both dead ends, and he gives a big old laugh there when he sees it. That's amazing. Never left.
And now this is a lava, yep.
I think he was not going to make that jump. I'm not sure. He's just going to up an A, though. It's not that far in.
Yeah. He was on his last leg at that point with the lava bath, so. And here's Koopa for Ty.
Yeah, that was fast.
Yeah, that was a fast one for Chroma too, so not really any time gained or lost for him, I think.
The thing is, I wonder, we've seen the two lefts now and they're dead ends. So if Ty is able to make it into this GP alongside Chroma, I wonder if he's just going to check these lefts right away and gamble on that and just end up doing dead ends.
Yeah, let's see.
You have to consider you're up against Chroma and he likes to take lefts, so maybe you just stick to the meta routing right.
Yeah. Almost certainly took the lefts in 4, which saved him several minutes on Ty.
Yeah.
And his Guma down for Ty. Nice fight. Took some damage down to 1 heart, but he got it done, which is the important thing. I'm not sure if that's Life 7 or Myth Hack 6 for him here. Okay, yeah, that's Life 7. Just gonna go back to towards the west and then head over to P1. And here's T-Bird for Chroma.
All right, well, this might not be a very long GP here. We don't know what was on that remaining path. Otherwise, the 2 dead ends were pretty quick. We've probably seen about 10 rooms total at this point.
Sounds about right. Nice T-Bird fight for Chroma. Right now back in P1, he was here a little bit earlier, but I think he might have gotten glove blocked out, and we know Chroma's spent a while in here looking for the boss, so he's probably gonna do much the same.
Yeah, Fairy did not come down from 46, still at Magic 6. All right, we've got some options here. Not taking the left, gonna check the right first. Elevator down in this room could be our Dark Link. Elevator shafts all over the place.
And another waffle room here of the emoji variety.
All right, we're about to be in Horsehead's room here on Ty's side.
Isn't too bad for him, I guess. His earlier dig might have helped with routing this place. Could have sworn Chrome wasn't here a bit longer, but maybe my memory's just faulty.
I mean, depending on what's back here, I mean, Ty might be in right as Chroma ends. It could be that left, though, that's behind him. Maybe he'll up an A again here and give Ty a little bit more of a chance. He's got a lot of knowledge here of this GP, so Ty has the possibility to go the complete wrong way.
We'll have to see, because that is his last gem. I'm gonna pick up Attack 6 and then get out here. Bounce that block for Chroma, not that he has an issue with it.
Oh, he wants the magic. This is exactly where your opponent is passing you and you're like, I want the red jar. You know Dark Link's right at the bottom of this elevator.
Chroma decides it's not worth it and says, Blue Check at night. Wahoo!
Would have been worth it because he can't cast jump and boy does he want to.
Oh yeah, but this mess, and an orange chicken knight giving him the business too. This is fun. He is now on 0 health, or pretty close to it at least.
Oh boy.
And that's it.
Oh, Ty does not have the jump spell, so
He never picked that up, I guess. He didn't realize, but that was in Naruto, and he never turned the trophy.
Yeah, so Ty just needs to hold right is really all that it is. All right, well, he's going to hit Thunderbird another 2, or, oh, that's not the, sorry, that's not the junction yet. That was the up and left. So he's going to keep, yeah, he needs to keep only right. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, never mind. Chroma is going to actually sub-arrow this here, as long as he doesn't have any troubles, which he shouldn't here. 6 hearts. And that'll be Chroma up to 2-0 here in Swiss.
Yeah, Ty's going to take this up and... Oh, he's not going to take the up and right. Okay, it is actually down and right. And there it is, Chroma done. GG to Chroma.
GG's 59-02. And hey, Aaron, reading the party of 8. Perfect timing. We just saw Chroma finish here with an official time of 59 minutes and 2 seconds. We'll see if he wants to interview, as Ty is himself looking for T-Bird at the moment.
Spoiler alert, Raiders.
Who's the tiny man who gives you the Triforce? Does he have a name? I don't know if he has a name. Irene is the lore master in chat and can tell us that, I suppose. Chroma will be joining us for an interview in a moment here as Ty arrives on T-Bird.
Yeah, I think Ty had a shot here, even after that terrible P4. If it was up and left at the junction that Chroma went right on. Chroma's actually down in post-race voice.
Oh, that's where he is. Yeah, I just looked over. Hey, Chroma. GG.
Hey, thank you so much.
So real fast, that was a funny red jar that you tried to get, and then of course you needed to cast jump in the next room with 0 magic.
Yeah.
Right. That was a funny moment. I really wanted to just get it, but you know how those jumps are. If you don't get it in a few tries, it could be the next jump. It could be 20 more jumps.
And those lefts.
Sure.
You took the first left to a dead end, and then the second left to immediate dead end. You're just totally getting blocked.
To. And then I learned my lesson, just went right, and it worked.
That was funny. That's right. That other left after Thunderbird, we were wondering.
No, it just, I don't know. It happens too many times for me to ignore it. It's as viable, I feel like. So I kind of make the decision before I enter GP, though. Like, this is how I'm going to approach it. And I do find a lot of the time, if you take that left early on, if it's not the path to go to, it does, like, you get a lot of dead ends, too. Like, there's just as much chance that you get the knowledge that, okay, not that way. I'll be more confident where I'm going. So, don't mind that so much. Man, this seed could have been so fast.
You tried canyons,
so fast. Oh my god. That was awesome. I didn't see Maze Island at all.
You mean DM?
Or not DM, yeah.
I didn't know what the connector cave is, to be honest.
Isn't that awesome?
There has to be one, but we didn't see it.
And there would have been 2 then. And where are they? I don't know.
No, just the one, because we had 2 connectors to Maze Island.
Oh, right. We did have that cave.
But yeah, I have no idea where that connector cave was. It has to be on one of the dry canyons, but where?
Yeah, I think there might have been another hammer blocked place on the west, but
I thought you saw both.
Not sure. Maybe it was the east. It might have been behind a hammer.
Hammer block caves on the west, but it might have been the could it have been the Three-Eyed Rock that we got the flute for?
Three-Eyed Rock. I bet that was it.
Well, Three-Eyed Rock can't have a continent connector underneath it.
It can't.
No,
Never mind.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's still out there somewhere. I'm going to say east somewhere because there's just so many pass-throughs in the east, right?
Yeah.
And most people aren't going to check every single side of everything. And you guys found Risen and Sunken Peabag Cave pretty early on, and then there was no reason to step into another cave from your perspectives.
Right. Right. That glove was kind of a tricky find. I think that was sort of the big one. I was kicking myself because I had gotten Child, and I really wanted to just grab Fairy and Upstab while I was there. There were a bunch of things like that where the decisions had to be made so fast that, like, man, yeah. Generally, this kind of seed I don't feel like is super to my advantage because it really is more about like the flow of decision making more than the journey. If I have to traverse like a lot of land to get between locations and it takes a while, I think that serves me better generally. But I'm not gonna complain about a sub-hour seed, even if I do feel like it could have been sub 50.
Yeah, I think you are the fastest win time this tournament so far. I don't think we have had a sub-hour seed yet. Though we had a couple that were close.
There always are, and the way the rando is now, it's a lot easier to get those with the universal continent connectors. That really made a change in how long these things take.
Yeah. Tally's now done while I was looking at other things. GG's to him. He is going to be towed in for an interview once I tab over two things enough. 103.54. GG. Switch to the interview scene and to him in Discord. There we go. GG's Ty.
Hey, thanks. GG's Chroma.
GG. Thank you. Yeah, interesting one that I imagine could have gone a number of ways since everything was just available.
Yeah.
What I noticed from my angle here is that Ty, you took the gamble on the hint for medicine in Mito and just stumbled upon it in P3 when you were there, and you were there first. You had the child back into Darunia. You didn't have the magic key, but you had the child back into Darunia. Then you started trying to do palaces, found a few glove blocks along with Chroma, and then you did 3 in Death Valley. And lo and behold, there it is, the medicine, and you're like, okay, cool, I got the medicine for Thunder, great. And yeah, so you had that stuff kind of done ahead of time, and the glove is still kind of evading both of you. It did end up being in Medicine Cave, which was boulder blocked. And Chroma did have that first, so he was off to the races in some of the palaces before you were. The biggest thing there, though, I would say, because what separates you two here is like 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes. And that P4, dude, is where Chroma went left at that first junction. That was Karak, and the rest of P4 was over to the right through that other glove block. And
I
that
saw
was
the other side of that glove block, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah, it was huge time lost there for Utah. Otherwise, yeah, that was a pretty close race all the way through. Yeah. Things were done out of order.
That decision was definitely based on the fact that I ran into a glove block anyway, I think, in Palace 4.
Yeah.
So I figured I'm blocked one direction or another. This one's early on, won't hurt me to check it.
Yeah. No, I hate that 4-tile jump without jump. So I'm just like, oh, I'll go right. And then I saw the Canadian hole room and I jumped over it the first try. And then it was the fake out boss room.
Yep.
Oh, man. Just all kinds of emotions. I never even found Rudo.
That's nice.
Right next to start.
Okay, yeah,
it's
right next to Palace 6 there. Yeah.
I missed it, and then by the time I worried about it, I'm like, well, I'm in go mode, so why even go in there? But
yeah, pretty much.
No. It was close enough to Mito that I could see it being like, oh yeah, the town close to the start. Like,
gotcha.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Mariah, to that point where you said I skipped out on the medicine hint, whenever Mito is like that early in the seed, my thought is, well, I want to come back with Jumper Fairy so I can at least get down stab. And if I stumble upon the medicine like somewhere in the west, I'm going to save those 3 screens.
Oh yeah, totally.
And then, yeah, you're right. I absolutely lucked into it, but I'm like, I'm not leaving the east until I at least know what palace is in Valley of Death. And then, like you said, lo and behold, 3 rooms in.
Yeah, Chroma, on the other hand, was visiting towns a little more often than he would have liked, I'm sure.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Picked up every hint except for jump, because I figured I'll find that if I find it. I there were several things that like I could have done while I was there that I opted to not. Like picking up ferry was one of those things because child was right next to it, and I ended up not grabbing it until much later. It wasn't much of a factor, but it's still some extra visits, some extra backtrack that I could have done without. Like if I really would have just taken everything clockwise on the east, I think that would have saved a few minutes in there.
Yeah, that's how
I
Ty.
mean,
That's
you
how
never
Ty did it.
know,
Oh no, I mean, one decision in this game can go a myriad of ways, and it completely changes the course. That's why it's randomized.
Yeah.
But no, again, GG's Chroma.
Thank you.
I felt all right getting into GP before you were done, and I'm like, I saw your sub hour. I'm like, well, damn, if it's against anyone, at least it's Chroma. So
Yeah,
I'm all right losing with a 104.
We're still right up next to an hour. That's not bad. Period.
Yeah.
And you're definitely one of those competitors who's been putting up some good times in the seeds of the week and stuff. Plenty of tournament ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I
that's
appreciate
for
that,
sure.
Chroma. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, GG's. And good luck next round for you two both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm out of questions though. Anything else for you, Mariah?
Nope. That's 2-0 for Chroma. Moving into week 3. 0-2 for Ty. I'm a little surprised, but I think you're going to tear it up there in the 0-2 bracket. So you're definitely going to pull out a win here very shortly, my man. So, and again, we all know this is for Swiss, just seeding purposes moving into brackets. So nobody's getting kicked out of Swiss regardless of whatever happens. So,
yeah, I mean, obviously two very tough draws for me.
yeah,
I'm not trying to sugarcoat that at all, but I'm so far happy with how I've been playing. So if I can keep doing that, I'm gonna keep being happy.
absolutely.
Nice. Good way to approach
agreed.
it.
All right. Take care, y'all.
Yeah. Same to you, Chroma.
All right then. So please do give both of our runners a follow, Chromataclysm and Tyvarius, as well as my co Kamarai, who's also doing our tracking today. Let's see. Coming up ahead on the CSR schedule, please don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 50 minutes with another Z2R match between Level Engine and Paratrooper. That is a 1-0 match, I believe. Yeah, 1-0 match here between those two runners. We've also got Alsoa versus Artea. Will be racing at 10 p.m. Eastern. No restream for that. And at 11 p.m. Eastern, we'll have Big Slimy versus Sigil, which will be restreamed either on ZSR here or on the Rise channel, depending on whether or not we get a ZSR restreamer, because I will be going to bed at that point. Tomorrow we've got 2 more races coming up. We have little collection of things here. I got 2 races actually, and a whole lot of stuff over the weekend is what it is. Where we've got Winter Randomizer Challenge Cup match and Link to Past Randomizer Cross Keys tournament match as well. That'll be it here for us for now. We're gonna go over and say hi to CD Improv, who's doing some Z1R practice racing. Let's see how she's doing with that, and see you all here in 50 minutes.